Hey guys, welcome to Muscle Memory. My name's Malcolm. I'm here with a world champion, Mance Warner, the GCW World Champion, looking to defend his championship this weekend at the People versus GCW. How are you?
Old Manser, the Southern Psycho. You got it right, baby. GC Dub. I got it right here.
Oh, he loves
World
me.
Heavyweight Champion. Manser era has taken over. Nobody can beat me. Nobody's going to fucking beat me. I'm going to hold on to this gold forever. Say it with me. Forever.
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 This is gonna be an uncomfortable first question then, because a lot of people feel like this might be the weekend that you actually drop the title. Who walks out of the People versus GCW as world champion, Effy or Allie?
Me. I don't give a damn. Now, here's the deal. January 19th, at Hammerstein Ballroom, I'm the main event. They got to start to show off. Allie, Effy, I don't fucking care who walks out of that one. Whoever does steps in there with me in the main event. I've been the main event since I've won this title. Hell, I was the main event before I had this title. They got to come in to where I do work, where I go to the pay window, where I bleed, where I beat the shit out of people, break bones, whatever I want to do. It don't matter who it is. I'm going to lay them out and keep my gold.
I feel like you really do mean that. So, like, I'll give it to you, man. But I feel like a lot of people really want to see Effy as world champion. Why do you think he's not going to walk out? I know you made great points, but like, why do you think Effy does not have what it takes to be GCW world champion?
Well, here's the thing. Effy, well, before recently, I would say Effy's always worried about helping everyone else besides himself. But now, Effy is too worried about starting shit every week. He's in an argument. He's got an ego. Everybody wants to fight him. Yeah. I don't even think there's moments where I sit there. I saw a video package for this pay-per-view coming up, and he's sitting there worried about Allie, and he said my name one time. One time.
True.
I heard Allison and Allie Katch and Allie Cat and whatever the hell else you want to call her multiple times. He should be worried about the champ. Same thing for Allie. Let's break it down and be honest here. Allie has been riding Effy's coattails for years. And then she saw what old Manser did, and I realized I don't need no friends. This is a business. This is about cashing checks, the pay window, and beating people up and do whatever you want. Allie saw what old Manser did, and she said, well, I'm going to try that too. Newsflash, bitch, you ain't old Manser. So I hope I summed it up for you.
I think that was a perfect answer, man. What does it mean to you to be the GCW World Champion? Because, like, how many times have you defended this championship at this point? I feel like every time I see you, you're having another successful title defense.
Every show, I've defended it in the States. I've defended it in, hell, Canada. 3 nights in a row in Japan. I've defended it in Hawaii. I defended it on a bus one time against some guy. I don't even know where I was. I've defended it every single show, man. No one's going to beat me. I'm the main event. Main event Manser isn't just something I say. It is the truth.
No, absolutely. And I think it's a good chance. I think you're walking out as the world champion. You've convinced me. I was a little bit team Effy, I'm not gonna lie. But I think you've convinced me that you are going to keep that world title. I can see it happen for sure.
If
Now,
you're Team Effy, I'm going to get on Twitter and I'm going to tell all the AEW fans, and they're going to come in here and just bust your ass, man.
I take that back. I don't even like Effy. Like,
thank you. I don't like him either. We all hate him.
Effy sucks. What did you make of that entire situation with Effy and AEW and just that whole like clip that went viral?
Let me break it down like this. Pro wrestling is a business.
Yeah.
When you go into work, do you really give a damn about every single person you're standing around?
No.
No.
Yeah.
So in this business, I've got about 3 or 4 people that I give a damn about. Other than that, I don't give a shit. I clock in, I go out to the ring, I start chaos, I start riots, I break whatever I want, I bust people open, I pull out a screwdriver, stab them in the head as many times as I want. I will do anything to keep my gold. So for me, I don't give a damn about anything happening unless it affects me. He can argue with Tony Khan. He can argue with Jesus Christ himself. He can argue with people out in the street. He can argue with Allison, Brett Lauderdale, anyone. Unless he says something about me, my cats, my dog, or my wife, I don't give a shit.
Justified.
I'm giving you all kinds of sound bites today, ain't I?
I love it. I love it. Twitter's gonna love this. Now, I want to mention about your time when you wrestled for AEW, you wrestled Jon Moxley, and it was reported that William Regal was really impressed by like your debut and whatnot. Did you get any advice from William Regal or people backstage at AEW? Because I really feel like you're a guy that should be on someone's TV show. I think a lot of people probably say that at this point, though.
Well, I've been told many, many, many times the old Manser is made for TV.
Yeah.
Now, when that occurs, I don't know. I think we all know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
William Regal's one of the best of all time. The 2 or 3 days I spent with him, I learned more from being around him than I have anywhere else. So for me, going there, fighting Mox for the gold, that's a great moment. But the takeaway is getting to be around Regal and learning what I learned from him.
Amazing, amazing. Who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of GCW World Champions?
Well, me, I'm number one.
Of course, as you should
I'm
be.
the greatest GCW champ of all time.
Of
You
course.
got to throw Matt Cardona up there, my brother-in-law. People like to give him shit. I remember he first showed up at GCW, and people in the locker room, oh, he's not a deathmatch guy. He doesn't belong here. He doesn't do this, do that. That's all fucking bullshit. Matt Cardona, my cats were rolling around fighting with something. Matt Cardona stepped into GCW, put a spotlight on our company, took that title. Without him, there wouldn't have been as many eyes on GCW as what we have now. So it goes Manser, Matt Cardona, Mox is up there. You got to throw Nick Gage on there.
I'll say, yeah, that makes sense. That's a perfect four, honestly. Now, last year when GCW ran Hammerstein, it had like a weird reaction online. Some people just weren't fans of it for some reason, right? Now, looking at this show, as the world champion, as someone that's been leading the charge of this company, how will this year be different from last year, at least as far as what you're doing and whatnot?
Well, I'll speak for me.
Yeah.
I got it because I don't give a rat's ass about what anyone else in the locker room thinks. This is about me. I'm the main event. I got a chip on my shoulder, not because of the reaction. I don't give a damn what anyone says about anything. I think that's why people kind of gravitate towards old Manser.
Yeah.
I say what I think. I do what I want. You can boo me, cheer me, throw shit at me. I don't care. I go out there, I get a reaction as soon as I walk through the curtain. At the last event, I couldn't wrestle. I couldn't fight. That's how I make money. I broke my leg. I came out there, did a promo. I got to be in the venue, but I didn't get a fight in the venue. And I remember walking out of that venue. I had my damn leg in one of them damn air cast deals. If you've been to Hammerstein, you got to walk up and down these fucking stairs. So I'm walking, hobbling around. And I told myself that day, next time we're here, I'm going to be in the fucking main event. And this business is about making goals and achieving them goals. So I've achieved that goal. The main event of this pay-per-view, January 19th, is Old Manser defending my GCW World Heavyweight title. And nobody's going to take it from me.
What exactly makes you a psycho? Because, like, I see some stuff online. A lot of people know why, but, like, in your opinion, what makes you a psycho?
Well, man, just look at me out there. I'm not here to do arm bars. I ain't here to do flips. I fight like we're in a bar fight. I beat the shit out of you. When you get to the ground, I'm not going to jump on a stool and do a 450. I'm going to keep stomping your fucking face in. There's something, and here's another thing. Steph could tell you this. He talked to her about it. When I'm at the curtain, minutes before, something changes in my head. I'm always, I'm nuts. But at that moment, it changes. I'm in another realm, baby. I'm dancing with the devil at that moment. We go out there, and it's a fight.
What's the worst thing you've ever done to someone?
Oh, man. I've lit people on fire. I've thrown people through light tubes. One of the recent thing, I took a power drill, and I put it to Effy's head. And during this, you can pull it up and see it on Fight TV. I put it to his head, and it pulled his hair. And his hair got caught up in that tool, and it scalped the whole side of his head. And then he decided to get a tattoo. Effy is fine on the side of his head.
Now, when you hurt people to this level of extreme, have you ever like offered to drive them to the hospital or a Band-Aid, peroxide, if you will?
Nothing. When you get, there's my dog Starbelly. Come here, baby.
You love dogs.
The animals are getting rowdy in here. They're all getting thrown down. Now back to the question here.
Yeah.
When you step into the ring, you sign a contract that says you're going to be fighting. Yeah. It does not say on the contract with Old Manser that I will give you money, take you to Burger King, drive you in a vehicle to the local hospital.
Okay.
That's on them. They signed it. I'm getting paid. Whatever happens, you've agreed to. And
All
if you haven't agreed, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Okay, terrifying. All right. Have you ever thought about therapy? You know, because I'm like, setting someone on fire is not really something that like most folks do, right?
I don't like talking to a lot of people.
Yeah, I could tell. I'm glad this is digital.
Yes.
Okay, you agreed. That's terrifying. Next question.
If you want to do another interview, we can do it in person.
No.
And, you catch all my good sides.
Oh, you have no bad sides.
Thank you.
None. I'm not saying that because I'm scared. I'm just saying that because I'm terrified. But you know, anywho, next question. I feel like a lot of people have a comparison of you when it comes to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Is your inspiration from Steve Austin or is it someone else?
Well, it's my family. I'm a redneck. I grew up around crazy aunts, crazy uncles. I got a crazy mama. I love my family, but my family is nuts. We all talk like this. We're all rowdy. I've seen fights everywhere. I was taught I remember being a kid, if you got in a fight, and I learned very quickly, if you did not whoop someone's ass, your uncle's going to pull up in a truck, tell you to get in, and he's going to drive you back there. And now whoever you didn't fight, you got to fight them and everyone else that's there. And I learned quickly as a young youth to throw fist, sauce people up, and the day is always great. But I have heard the comparisons to Stone Cold. I hear Terry Funk a lot too. To me, I know some wrestlers get mad if someone compares them to someone. If I get compared to Stone Cold Steve Austin and Terry Funk,
Not bad.
I'm doing something right.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned your uncle would drive you back to fight someone. Did you ever say like, no, uncle, I'd rather go to Waffle House instead? Um,
No, but we
why?
would go to Waffle House after the fight.
Okay, all right. Uncle's goaded at this point. All right, we're gonna move on from that because I'm slightly scared of you and your family now. You shared the ring with Bully Ray at Ric Flair's last match. If you could share the ring with another legend, who would that be?
Do they got to be living?
Nope.
I got a whole list there, man. I want Scott Hall, Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes, Bruiser Brody, everyone. Anyone that I think that's my thing too, man. A lot of people will watch me, and it happens at every event I ever go to. Someone comes up and they're a wrestling fan, or maybe they used to be, and they bring out some friends. You go out to watch a fight. They bring their friends over and they go, my uncle over here, or my grandma, or my aunt, or my mama, whoever, they used to watch wrestling, but they don't really like what it is now. Well, those fans then go, but they like you because you remind them of this or this or this, or you remind them of someone in their family. So that's always cool, man. The more wrestling fans we get that are watching this shit, that's better for the business overall.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that answer. And I have one last question for you. I feel like the most important question. You are the GCW World Champion. What is your Waffle House order?
I love this. I knew this was coming. I've seen this before. I pay attention, baby. So this is what I do. You can plug and play with this. You can move things around. But when you're an independent wrestler coming up and driving around, you're in Chicago, then you're going to Indiana, you're going to but anywhere. There's Waffle House everywhere. They're never closed. They still all the time. So I get the big ass waffle. You order that. You get a coffee. You get an ice water. You get sunny side eggs. I get a couple sunny side eggs, salt, pepper on there, some hot sauce.
Okay.
Then you could either plug and play. You get sausage or the country ham.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hungry like I am, I'm getting some country ham. I'm getting some sausage. You get a biscuit. You take an egg. You make your own sandwich. Then you got the leftovers. You get the hash brown. You can add anything you want on it. I get a little cheese. I get a little ham. I get some of the maybe some onions, jalapeno, something. I mix that around. Or I go hash brown and I get that chili on that sumbitch. You eat all this, you're gonna have to take a shit.
Yeah,
you gotta
absolutely.
be out when you go on the road. The next hour, you're gonna be shitting.
Yeah.
You mix all that with the coffee and all that. But Waffle House, you got to go there. It's gotten so many of us through professional wrestling.
Wow, you know, somehow you just topped every Samoan I've ever interviewed. That's the biggest Waffle House order I think I've ever had. Wow, I thought Jay was gonna be the top one. You just killed that. That was crazy.
Well, there's a reason for this.
Yeah.
When me and Fatu at MLW, we'd always go to, baby, what's that restaurant? Our dog Starbelly's still in all the toys and the socks on the floor. I'm sorry.
Good.
What was the restaurant that me and Fatu would always go to? Was it Chili's? It was Chili's.
Ooh.
Me and Fatu, after every MLW show, we go to Chili's and we would order the biggest feast of all feasts. And we sit there with a couple mixed drinks.
Do you remember what Jacob ordered at Chili's?
Everything. I remember one time he got, now mind you, Juicy was with us too.
Oh,
but Jacob had more food than Juicy. Jacob got, it was 2 double burgers. One was like a barbecue deal, and one had some pepper jack and jalapenos. I remember it because I thought I was eating a lot. And it was amazing. But then we had some mixed drinks. We had some light beers.
Yeah.
And I think there may have been a salad involved. I don't know.
Makes sense. He lost some weight recently. I see that.
But I'm blaming the salad on him, or it could be a Juicy. I don't know. But me and Fatu, we got about the same orders on a lot of things.
Wow, I'm very impressed. I've been to Waffle House with Juicy, and I know that's a lot of food. So, understandably, that has to be significantly more to top that. That's crazy. Mance, thank you so much for the time you've given me today. I greatly appreciate it. Where can they find you on social media if they're not already following you?
Oh, Mance, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Put Mance Warner on there. It pops up. We got a Whatnot. We're streaming on Whatnot every Tuesday night. We're selling everything. Anything in the warehouse, baby, I'm selling it. January 19th, Hammerstein Ballroom, Old Manser. The greatest GCW champ of all time. Main event. No one's taking it from me. I'm going to have this forever, baby. Forever.
Forever. Absolutely. Mance Warner, thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. Guys, my name's Malcolm. This is Muscle Memory, and we're out.
We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. Hey.